Hi friends, it's Mrs. Caldwell here, and I am going to be going over your math for today. So yesterday you talked about a fixed perimeter with Mrs. Britt yesterday, and so you talked about having, the perimeter and one of the sides, and so you're actually having to use the algorithm for perimeter to find the other side. Well, today we're going to be doing that, but we're actually going to be looking at the fixed area with an unknown side. So that means we know the area, we know one of the sides, and now we need to find out the other side. And I forgot my little question mark. So we're trying to figure that out. The important thing when trying to find fixed area with an unknown side is that you are using the same algorithm as you have been, okay? So your algorithm is the same. Area equals length times width. You will use that every single time. Just because your area is not being found doesn't mean you wouldn't use the same thing. Remember, this algorithm works whether you know the area, whether you know the length and the width, or whether you know the area and the length, or the area and the width. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that you do, and we talked about this before, is when you're looking at a shape, you are looking at what you know already. So if I'm looking here, I know my area is 30 centimeters squared, and I know that my one side, which is my width, is 6 centimeters. So I'm not sure what my length is, and I'm going to make sure, I'm going to put this is my width, and this is my length, and I don't know my length. Now what do I need to do? Right, I need to plug in what I know to my algorithm. So my algorithm is A equals length times width. So that means I'm going to plug in. What do I know for A? I know A is 30 centimeters squared. So I'm going to go 30 centimeters squared. Okay? Then, length. What is my length? I don't know. I don't know my length. Multiply, or your times. Width. What is my width? My width is 6 centimeters. So now I have plugged in all of the numbers that I know into my equation. So I know 30 centimeters squared equals blank times 6 centimeters. Now, we're trying to figure out 6 times what is 30. So you could either go through your skip counting and go, okay, how many times does it take me to get to 30? Or you could divide 30 divided by 6, okay? So on your work today, you would have to show me your division. So you go 30 centimeters squared divided by 6 centimeters equals the length, okay? So what is my length? 30 centimeters squared divided by 6 centimeters. So again, I need to think 30 divided by 6. What is 30 divided by 6? Perfect, 5. 30 centimeters squared divided by 6 centimeters equals 5 centimeters. Now I can check that. I can also do the skip count, and I'm going to try that. So I'm going to come down here. So I would go 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. How many times did I skip count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 centimeters. So my length is 5 centimeters. And 5 times 6 is indeed 30. Perfect. So that's how you do it. All you have to do is plug in the numbers you do know, and then you're going to divide the area by whatever one of the sides are. Let's try another one. All right, so here is our next number, or our next figure. We have the area equal 48 square feet. We know one of the sides is 6 centimeters, and we're trying to figure out what this other side is. So let's go ahead and let's label our sides. We need to make sure we know which side is which. So what is our 6 centimeter side? You're right. Our 6. Okay, moving on. So now we're going to be looking at a shape, and we have the area equaling 48 square feet, and we know one of our sides is 6 feet, and we don't know our other side. We now need to label our sides with what is width and what is the length. So 6 feet, what is 6 feet? Perfect! 6 feet is our length. So if this is our length, what is our question mark? Yeah, our width. All right, so we've labeled our sides. So this is our length and this is our width, and we know this is our area. So now we need to plug it into the equation. Area equals length times width. So we know our area, we start with A. Our area is 48 square feet. So 48 square feet equals, what is our length? Our length is 6 feet, so 6 feet. And what is our width? Our width, we don't know, so we put a question mark, or you can put W there, whichever you want to do. All right, so now we have plugged in our numbers. We have put our numbers into the equation. Now we do what? What did I tell you to do next? Yes, you divide. So you're going to take 48 square feet and divide it by 6 feet. Or you think 6 feet by what times what equals 48. So you would go 48 square feet divided by 6 feet equals question mark. You're just kind of flipping it around, so you're showing that you're dividing 6 by 48, and you're trying to figure out what the question mark is or what the width is. So 48 square feet divided by 6 feet. What is 48 divided by 6? Yes, 8. So it would be 8 feet equals W, or our question mark. But make sure you put W or length. So 8 feet equals our width. Now, let's try that. Let's skip count, see if we get the same thing. So I'm going to come up here. We have 8, then we have 16, then we have 24, then we have 32, then we have 40, then we have 48. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So indeed, 6 feet, 8 times 6 is 48. And I could have also done it using 6. So I could show you that. You could go 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shows you that way as well. So it's 8 feet. So our width is 8 feet. And remember, do not forget to plug in your unit of measurements. Don't forget to put in those unit of measurements. All right, we're going to do one more, and then it's going to be your turn. Okay, so here's our last problem. So we have our area is 45 meters squared, and then we know one of our sides is 5 meters, and we're trying to find our other side. First step, label those sides. So what is this side? Perfect, it's our length. And what is this side? Perfect, it's our width. So now that we know that, we can plug into our equation. So what is A? 45 meters squared. So we do 45 meters squared, okay, equals, keep following, what is my length? 5 centimeters. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. And what is my width? Question mark. Or this time I'll show you using W. Okay, so 45 meters squared equals 5 centimeters times W. Now, we know that what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to figure out 5 centimeters times W. What is 5 times W? Or what is 5 5 times whatever equals 45. So 5 times what equals 45? If you don't know that, you can divide. So you would go 45 meters squared divided by 5 meters. And I don't know why I put a centimeter here. It's meters. 5 meters equals W. So 45 divided by 5. What is 45 divided by 5? Right. It is 9. Perfect. So W equals 9 meters. Meters. Make sure it's meters. That is my fault. So then my W is 9 meters. And you can check that. 9 times 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 is 9. So our width is 9 meters. So we found our width. And that's what you're going to be doing today. You are finding one of the missing sides using the area equation and plugging in the numbers that you do know. And then what you do is you divide to find your answer. I'm going to show you your work that you are going to do real fast. So come along and let's check it out. Okay, so here's what your assignment looks like today. So it says finding area with unknown side or fixed area with unknown side. Here's your little example here. Let me present it to you. There we go. So finding area with unknown side. So we know our area. We know one of our sides, so we're trying to find the missing side or the unknown side. So each slide is worth 4 points. There are 3 slides, so it will be 12 points in total. So here's an example. Directions. Please use the area equation to find the missing side of the shape. Since you know the area on one side, you must use those 2 numbers to find the missing side. Please be sure to put in your units of measurement for each problem. Remember, if you don't put that in, it's incorrect. So we have area equals length times width. So I know that the area is 32 square feet and the length is 8 feet. So I plug or put them into the equation. So like I showed you, 32 square feet equals 8 feet times W, because we know the length, but we don't know the width. Now I need to figure out what the width is. So I ask myself, 8 feet times what equals 32 square feet? If you know your division facts, you can divide 32 by 8 to figure out the answer. So you go 32 square feet divided by 8 feet. And I found that that is 4 feet. So, and this right here is the division sign. So you would use this to show division. So W equals 4 feet. And I showed you here again. Area equals length times width. You have you're trying to find your W, you use divide, or you could say divided by. I just showed you 2 different ways to say it. So you could use the little division sign, or you can say divided by. And so you're going to write the equation, put the numbers that you know into the equation, show your division, and then tell me your answer, okay? So it should look like this without that 4th step. So there's only going to be 4 steps. This one is just showing 3 twice. So this is what it's going to look like. This is your first one. You're trying to find. You plug in your answer or your numbers. You show your division. And then you tell me what the length is. Okay? So here's one. Here's your second one. And your third one. All right. If you have any questions, please ask your teachers.